This stitch looks like it belongs in a doily from your grandma's china cabinet, but don't be fooled. The Picot Fan Stitch is much easier than it looks, and today I'll show you how to make it in any yarn weight you want, not just tiny thread. Do you love lace stitches, or do they intimidate you a little? Tell me below if you're team lace all day or team not really, or not ready yet. Hey crochet friends, I'm Mo, your crochet companion. Today we're learning the Picot Fan Stitch, which combines two lace building blocks, the fan stitch and the picot. Together they create this delicate lacy texture that looks intricate but is surprisingly beginner friendly. Okay, we're going to start with a chain in multiples of 12 plus 1, but don't let that scare you. It just means you'll always get full fans across. Well, in the first row anyway. All right, to begin with, I actually changed 31. So it's actually the 12 plus 12 plus the first turning chain. So it's 12 plus 12 plus 1 turning chain. We're actually going to start off our row by doing a single crochet in the 11th chain from the hook. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And we're going to single crochet right into that one right there. Let me go a little bit closer here. And this is row 1, okay? Then we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 3. 1, 2, 3 chains, and we're going to single crochet in the 4th chain. We keep repeating that until we get to the end of our row. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. All right, I'll be back at the end of the row. Okay, got to the end of the row. So you'll notice how we're already creating an open space, right? Lace is all about the spaces as much as it is the stitches. And see how that works? Now we're going to go into row 2, and let me give you a visual here. So this is the first row that we had, and now we're going to crochet into the loops that we just made, okay? All right, so now we're going to do a chain of 5, turn our work, 2, 3, 4, 5, and now we're going to be working over the loops. So we're going to skip this first one, we're going to go into the second one, and we're going to do, I believe it's 8 or 9 double crochets. Let me double check my count here. Yeah, it's 8. Pardon me. I just have been getting over what one of my clients used to call bubblegum nose. It's she looked at me one day and she says, "Now, Mo, I feel like I'm blowing bubblegum out my nose." And I understand perfectly well what she means by that. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, so now what we are going to do is we are going to single crochet over the next chain 5 space. Then we do a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then single crochet in the next chain 5 space, okay? Now, one more time, we're going to do another double crochet, 8 double crochets in the next chain 5 space. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we end it. We end it with a chain of 2 after we get done with this single crochet. Sorry, I'm ahead of myself. We're going to do a chain of 2 and then we do a double crochet in, I believe, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one right here, the 5th chain from this crochet stitch. That's the best way for me to explain it. Because when I try to go this way, I can't think of it very well. But so I just go from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you do a chain of 2 and double crochet in that 5th chain from this single crochet. All right, so now we are getting into some more of the fun stuff. We are going to chain 1. This is where our picots come in. So we're going to do a double crochet in this first double crochet. So we're going to skip all this stuff right here, go into the stitch right here. Double crochet into that stitch. And we're going to do a picot on top of that double crochet. So picot is 1, 2, and 3. Now, I don't know if any of you have already watched my picot stitch, but there are 2 ways that you can do a picot. You can actually do a slip stitch in the 3rd chain from the hook, or you can do it my way, which I put my hook in that front post and then the vertical bar, and I do a slip stitch through that. Now you're going to do a double crochet picot on each one of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoops, 5 more to go. So it's a total of 7 that you're going to do a DC picot atop. So it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the last one, after you finish that picot, you're going to do 1 more double crochet. So let me go ahead and show you that in action. So it's a double crochet, then the picot, double crochet, and a picot, double crochet, and a picot. Oh, I almost did a picot of 2. There are, you can do picots of different sizes. Some do just a 2 chain picot. I've seen some that were 5 and 6 chain picot. It just makes it a bigger, fatter, wonkier picot. All right, so it looks like we have 1 more double crochet picot to do. 2, 3. And the last one, we're going to do a double crochet. So you should have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 picots. 8 double crochets, but 7 picots. Now in the next stitch, we're going to do a single crochet in that chain 5 space. And then we repeat all of that again. We do 7 double crochets with a picot on top, and then a final double crochet in that last double crochet. And I'll meet you at the end of the row here. Okay, I left that last double crochet here for you to see. So I had the 7 picots, and now we're doing the 8th double crochet. Now what we're going to do to finish it off, we do a single crochet in the 3rd chain on the turning chain. So there's 1, 2, 3, And we do a single crochet in there, maybe. There you go. All right, see how the picot stitch gives the definition to that, the edge of that fan. It just makes it look so much prettier and more lacier. This is what turns a plain fan into lace. All right, we are now into row 4. So with row 4, we're going to chain 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Gonna turn our work. We're gonna skip 2 of these picots, and you're gonna pop that hook right into the middle of the next picot, the third picot, and you're gonna do a single crochet. So that counts as the turning chain and the first chain of 5. Then we're going to do another chain of 5, 3, 4, 5. We're going to skip 1 picot, and in the next picot, we're going to pop our hook in that and do a single crochet. We're going to do a chain of 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we do a double crochet in that single crochet in that row. And that's just to kind of give it a little extra, because otherwise it kind of sits a little too low. If we do a single crochet in the single crochet, then it's going to sit too low and it won't be even across. So a double crochet is what is necessary. And then we go back to the chain 5s, 3, 4, 5, skip 2 picots. And in the third picot, we're going to do a single crochet. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip that one and go into the next one. Another single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll land with a double crochet in the chaining space. I actually just pop it into a stitch here. Turning chain, I guess is what you call it, but anyway. That's our row number 4. Lace is always about balance. We want to make sure it's got dent stitches next to an airy chain. So as you can see, we've got a balance, and that's what I stopped and talked about right here, was that that's why we did a double crochet instead of a single crochet, because we want it to look balanced across, so it's actually even. And then from here, you're back to the fans again. You do the 8 doubles in each of those in this chain 5 space and this chain 5 space. You're basically repeating rows 3 through 5 for the full lace pattern. So you're repeating this row, which is row 3, 4, and 5. You're going to repeat those until you get to the size that you want. Let's take a look at the finished product again. And don't worry, I actually will put timestamps in the description, so if you need to, you can skip back to each individual row. But there is the finished piece. So you see I repeated 3, 4, and 5 twice to get this size. The Picot Fan Stitch looks like advanced lace, but it's really just chains, doubles, and picots. You don't need size 10 thread unless you want that doily vibe. Try it in a soft worsted yarn for a gorgeous scarf or wrap. And if you don't know how to do the double and the picot and the chains, I do have a couple of videos out there already that are on those basic stitches. And if you're ready to explore more lace stitches, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and keep your hooks ready, because this is just the beginning of our lace adventure. Until next time, keep those stitches lacy and happy crocheting.